A Chinese official says restricting the Vatican's control over the appointment of bishops in China does not infringe on religious freedom. The comment comes amid historic negotiations between Beijing and the Holy See aimed at healing divisions. But critics say the Vatican is giving away too much. Currently, Vatican-appointed bishops are part of what's known as the underground church. It's not controlled by the Communist Party, and experts say it's in danger.
With the agreement between China and the Vatican, the underground church will suffer a lot because the agreement between the Holy See and Beijing guarantees the nomination of the bishops, of the official bishops, but doesn't guarantee at all that the unofficial bishop will be recognized by Beijing.
And that's Father Bernardo, who runs Asia News, an agency in Rome that monitors the church in China and in other mission territories. He broke the news that these historic talks are underway. Vatican correspondent Juliet Linley joins us from Rome. Juliet, give us some context here. What is China's official position on religion?
Well, Beijing, first of all, will not allow what they call foreign forces to govern faith orders. And they certainly want them to adapt to socialist society and to develop in a communist context. Beijing believes that religions do not transcend nations. In a recent development, the Communist Party is now in charge of religious groups rather than the state administration for religious affairs that was in charge previously.
Talk us through the main points of the possible agreement that is said to be under negotiation between the Holy See and Beijing. What are the main concerns of the critics of this deal?
So according to this agreement, which we do not have confirmation of, but the Vatican would have to recognize 7 bishops that have been illicitly ordained by Beijing, and 2 underground bishops, that would mean bishops who are faithful to Rome, would have to step aside. Now, critics, of course, worry that this would certainly be a limitation on the freedom of the church in China. They worry whether the illicitly appointed bishops that the Vatican would approve would still be faithful to the Vatican, or whether they would be faithful to Beijing. And they also worry that some of the illicitly ordained bishops are not of the highest moral standing, and they wonder about their faithfulness.
So, wow, that is quite something if they're worried about their faithfulness. All right, so what is the status of those negotiations?
Lauren, it's still unclear. It's an ongoing procedure. We don't have any confirmation of it. In fact, last week, the director of the Vatican press office, Greg Burke, said that there is no imminent accord. There had been talks that an accord was about to be signed in a very short time. He said there is no confirmation of that, but he did say that the Pope is following developments in talks between Beijing and the Holy See very closely.
Okay, Juliet Linley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent, thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.